Hi, I'm Michaela. I like to talk about all things fashion, motherhood, beauty, and lifestyle. I have a 4-month-old, so I recently just had a baby, and I realized I never filmed what's in my hospital bag. So I thought it'd be a good time to kind of take a look back, see what was in there, what I actually used, what I didn't, and kind of share some of that with you guys. If you want to see more content like this, just let me know in the comments and go ahead and feel free to subscribe. So before anything else, let's go ahead and get started. So, like I said, I did have a baby about 4 months ago, so I've already unpacked. I brought it all in this Diaz weekend bag. Absolutely love this. It's worth every penny. We use it all the time. It held everything we needed, tons of space. It has a great spot in the bottom for shoes. I packed a lot of my postpartum stuff in there. So this is the bag. Highly recommend. If you don't have a hospital bag yet, this is a great option. Next, we'll talk about some of the postpartum stuff because this is kind of where it got a little iffy on what I actually used versus what I didn't. So here it is. It's all in this big box. So I'm just going to sit it right here and we'll go through it together. So first of all, I bought these diapers based on everybody's recommendations. I didn't wear a single one. I mean, everybody said buy diapers, but I packed them, I took them. I didn't wear them there, I didn't wear them at home. My hospital gave me everything I needed, so half the stuff I just took for no reason. I think it'd be great to have all of this stuff packed as a just in case, but I don't think I'd necessarily take it with me. Like we have a dog, so my husband was coming back and forth taking care of the dog during all of it. So if there was anything I forgot or needed, he could have went and got, and it wouldn't have been that big of a deal at all. Also, I had Dermaplast. This is something that you want to take with you. They might have it, they might not. You're going to want this with you at the hospital and at home. It's really great, lifesaver. The Tux pads, this is something else that I did not use. A ton of people recommended them. I just personally didn't see the need. I did tear in 2 places, so it wasn't like I had a, perfect delivery or anything like that. It's just, I was fine with just the Dermaplast and the other items provided by the hospital. More things I didn't use was the perennial healing foam, completely unopened. I'm going to have more kids, so maybe I'll use it next time. This Earth Mama organic nipple butter, I took that. I never opened it. I did breastfeed exclusively for the first several months even, and I just never used it. This is probably fine, but there's a Lancino organic nipple butter that I started using, or nipple balm, I think is what it's called. I would recommend that one. It was great. After I started getting some tenderness and everything, I switched to that instead of this, and that one was great. Something else that I took and didn't use were after-use pregnancy drops. A ton of people rave on these as far as preventing like postpartum depression, all of that. I was emotional. Don't get me wrong, I was super emotional, but I didn't necessarily see the need. I'm going to keep them. Maybe I'll use them next time. Sometimes it's just nice to have these things, but again, something I didn't use. So I also bought all of the Freedom Mom stuff. Like we have the 4 regular boy shorts, tons of the cool pads. I took them, I just didn't use them. The hospital, what they provide, the mesh panties, the pads, everything was perfectly fine for me. And when I got home, I just wasn't in that much pain that I thought I needed these. So again, I'm going to save them for next time, but don't take up too much room in your bag bringing stuff like this because you don't know if you're actually going to need it. And you can always have somebody run home and get it if you just have it packed as a just in case. But yeah, I bought the whole box of these and didn't use any. Also, you need your Perry bottle. This is the one the hospital gave me. I got the Freedom Mom one too. I don't necessarily think it matters which one. I would recommend just having a Perry bottle. Your choice as to which one you'd like. Something that I did really like that I brought with me and used a lot at home were the Honey Pot postpartum pads. So they are enhanced with mint, lavender, and aloe. So they have like a cooling sensation. They're just very nice. They're healthy, none of the bad ingredients. As it's described, comfortable, soft, breathable, pesticide-free, and chlorine-free. It's just one of those things that's like a healthier alternative to always some of the other brands. And they worked really well, and I really liked them. Okay, next let's talk about some of the clothes I brought. So first, I brought Lululemon leggings. They're my favorite. I wore my same size Align throughout my entire pregnancy, so I knew postpartum, that's all I wanted was Lululemon Align. That's the only pair of bottoms I brought, or 2 pair of Lululemon Align leggings, and I wouldn't do that differently at all. On that same note, I also brought a Barefoot Dreams cardigan robe type of deal. It's one of my favorites. I bought it in a size up, so it would fit my big belly still. It's so soft, so cozy. Sometimes the hospital can be cold, and sometimes you just want to cover up. There's a lot of different things going on. This was great. One of my favorite things I brought to the hospital, and something that I used a ton at the beginning of my postpartum period. I also brought a regular robe. This is I say regular robe, but it was just a traditional robe, but it's for maternity as well. So you don't have to worry about it not covering, shutting, anything like that. It's a nice blue one. It was relatively cheap from Amazon. It's super soft. Really like the quality. I wear this a lot just as, extra coverage as well, because you're just in and out, and a lot of times they need to come and check on you, so you have to have access to everything. So this was really helpful as well. I brought several nursing bras. This is just an example of one. This is the Belly Bandit in an extra large. I've got pretty large chest, so I really liked it. It was good quality. There's a couple other brands I liked. It didn't really matter. I just needed something to hold them and something that was, easy to get in and out. Something that I brought clothes-wise that I didn't use were some of these tank tops from Amazon. Thought I'd be smart and buy some of these that had like a little flowiness to them so it wouldn't stick to me. It didn't work. You don't go down fast enough for anything to be flowy on you at that point. So I bought a 3-pack of these. Didn't use any of them. Clearly tags are still on them. Don't recommend. Other like clothing type items I brought were compression socks. I did wear these a couple times ago. I was traveling while pregnant and stuff like that. I took them to the hospital with me. I didn't wear either pair. I think it's nice to have a set. They don't take up a lot of room, so maybe take one. You don't need to, in my opinion. They were just kind of an extra thing that I took. I don't think I would take 2 again. I also brought this belly wrap thing. Don't remember. This is the Bodily brand. It's fine. I did not wear it while I was in the hospital. I wore it a couple days when I came home, and after that I just was kind of overwhelmed, and it didn't really seem important to me whether my stomach was the normal size or not. So I didn't really use this. I think it's a fine wrap. It's a good quality. I actually really love Bodily as a brand. So the maternity underwear that I wore postpartum and towards the end of my pregnancies were Bodily brand. I'm not going to show any of those, but I'll link them down. They are by far my best recommendation as far as maternity and postpartum underwear. You can use them for both. They're fabulous. They're soft, they're cozy, they clean, they hold everything you need them to hold. They're really, really nice, and I would recommend them to pretty much anyone. So 2 last like clothing type items that I brought. One was Target nursing tanks. They're great. They're just like the Auden brand, nothing fancy. I brought a black and a gray. I wore those in the hospital, on the way home, and I still wear them today. I'd highly recommend buying a few of those because she'll definitely need them. Sorry, my son's making a little bit of noise in the background. He's just coming to say hi. So the last clothing item that I brought with me was the Lila labor dress. This is a must-have. So I didn't actually wear it to give birth in. That's a messy process. The hospital gowns were fine for that for me personally. But I wore it pretty much the rest of the time in the hospital. So it has open chest for nursing. It has multiple ties so they can check, the undercarriage area. Has a down low V in the back for your epidural. It just has all of the different buttons, clasp, ties you need to access everything, and you still feel comfortable. It's very pretty. It's soft. I would highly recommend it. I'll put a picture down below and I'll link it down in the description. It's my #1 must-have postpartum for the hospital. I loved it, and it is a smaller brand. You can buy it on Etsy, and they actually have a website as well. So it's nice to support small businesses at the same time. Another type of clothing type of thing I bought were these Amazon cloud slippers. They're absolutely hideous. I know, you don't have to tell me. They are so comfortable. My husband made so much fun of me for wanting these, but they're great. I mean, you just have absolutely no idea how comfortable these are, and they fit my fat, swollen feet afterwards. My feet did swell a ton after birth for whatever reason. They went down slowly, But these were great just to be able to walk in the bathroom, all that fun stuff. You don't have to worry about bare feet, socks, anything like that. And they really do feel like you're wearing a cloud. They're just from Amazon. Highly recommend giving these a try as well. So I did bring makeup. I didn't wear any of it, so, you know, do what you want with that. I thought I would be the person to wear makeup on. I was not. It never even occurred to me. I did bring, you know, some of the travel essentials here. So, like, I have, you know, my favorite Tula face wash, Tula moisturizer in the travel size, Q-tips, deodorant, mouthwash, a few hair products. So I actually did not wash my hair while I was there. I mean, to each their own. It just didn't seem worth it to me. I wasn't there long enough that I was like, oh God, I feel disgusting. I've got to wash my hair. I did wash my body off, so I kind of used some of those products for that. But my hair, it was fine. I took care of that when I got home. I wasn't trying to impress anybody. And the hospital showers, I mean, they're okay, but it's not necessarily a luxury experience. So if you can avoid it, I would do that. But yeah, I did bring some of my, you know, essentials. I just, completely honest here, taking care of myself was just not what I was thinking about. So I brought a lot of this stuff, and I didn't use anything but the essentials to, like, brush my teeth. I brushed my hair. I brought a hairbrush. Other than that, it was mostly just the clothes. So I did bring a separate bag for baby. So I packed his diaper bag with all of his clothes and stuff in it. And then my husband actually just went home after we had the baby. He checked on our dog and he grabbed some of his clothes. I did bring a pillow. One thing that somebody told me, which I don't know if you've heard before, is to put a different color pillowcase on it. So if you have like a white sheets at home and you have a white pillowcase on your pillow, don't bring a white pillowcase. You want something different so the hospital staff doesn't confuse it, and you know, hey, that's my pillow, so when you go to leave, you remember to grab it. So I got some really nice bamboo ones from Amazon that I would highly recommend. They were great, and definitely bring your own pillow. We also brought our own blanket, so I just brought my Barefoot Dreams blanket. I'm a big Barefoot Dreams girl, if you haven't caught on. So both my husband and I were happy to have that in the room. Other than that, we didn't really bring anything else. Our hospital had snacks, different things like that. My husband went out and got me food besides, you know, what the hospital provides. I think you can actually keep it relatively slim. I brought way more than I needed, and I still didn't bring much compared to a lot of people. If you want to see what I brought for the baby, let me know down in the comments, or if you've used any of this stuff or have any other recommendations, just go ahead and let me know. If you like this type of content, go ahead and hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!